Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and undefined third-party, other not gender non-binary people. I am Edward O'Mara. I forgot to turn off the fucking thing in the background, so you probably heard that. That's okay. It is Swillmageddon, the finals, and back by popular demand is the pug sweater. I'm probably going to wear the pug sweater for every single stream we have from now until New Year's. So, yeah, that'll be fun. If you haven't been along for the ride for the previous two Swillmageddons, we had a ton of really great entries. This is the first yearly Swillmageddon, so we will be doing this next year, probably late November, early December, just like this year. Let's see who is already in the chat. Mark Goings on Donald Ranch Shelf Turds, who are in the running to win the tiny belt. Yes. Emily Chambers, our wonderful standby. Thank you so much for stopping in. I haven't seen Bourbon and the Baby yet, but people are already shouting him out. That's awesome. He is also in the running. Michael Izak, DC, who is definitely in the running. Sugar Kitty, Brandon Knight, who's also one of our top contenders. Edward Fulmer, Run Rev Collins, good to see you. Did I say Andrew Spurrell? I don't know. Eli Cook, Mash and Drum, the man who inspired this whole ridiculous thing. So that's awesome. Basically, I just took his concept of Blend-Ageddon and made it much, much worse. Don Nishida's pointing out the ridiculous of where the extra D came from. I will explain that in a minute. Yes, I know. Thank you, Sugar. That's not Sugar Kitty. Who said the ugly sweater bit? There it is. Beth Higgins. Yes. Cohen's here. Richie Z is here. Wonderful to see you. James Britcher. I think that's everybody. If I see anyone. Patrick Starkey. Good to see you. Good to see everyone. Patrick Fulmer. So glad to see everybody here tonight. This should be a very good time. So we started with, how many did we start with? 2, 4, 6... 7, 11 entrants. We started with 11 entrants. We had 5 entrants last time, 4 entrants in the first week. So yeah, that was fun. We've had some really, really bad whiskey so far. But we only had 4 make it to the finals. So 2 from each group made it into the finals. Hey, there's my whiskey den. What's going on, Patty? How are you now? And Will Henderson. Hey, what's going on? So I've already tasted these once, right? So I've had each of these once. So this is actually going to be the blind round. I am going to smell and taste these entirely blind. They've been poured for me by Erica. I just realized there's no D in Edmund in that name. There really should be a D there. But these have all been poured by Erica. She's assured me that there's no Buffalo Trace. If you've been watching our advent calendar, you know she has been fucking with me quite a bit with that. Kilco, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Aaron Blizzard says they're all Buffalo Trace. Yeah, right. So before we get started with that, though, a couple of things coming up on the channel. First of all, this is your weekly reminder that Jim Murray is a creepy old sumbitch. Just doing my part as a community outreach, just to keep reminding everyone that. Second of all, this is a fun little announcement I'm doing. Likes the D, yeah, I do. Second thing is, Erica and I are going to be doing a weird video not this next week, but I think the week after. I don't know if you guys have seen this movie that's coming out. It's called Wild Mountain Thyme, starring Jamie Dornan and Emily Blunt. Wild Mountain Thyme is actually the song we use for our theme song. I don't know if you guys knew that. Maybe you did, maybe you didn't. But yeah, that is our theme song. The little fiddle tune that plays during the opening of all our videos is Wild Mountain Thyme. So we are going to, it's a movie set in Ireland. Jamie Dornan and Emily Blunt it's a rom-com, so you know how it is. They're trying to fuck. This week on Wild Mountain Thyme, Emily Blunt and Jamie Dornan are trying to fuck. So because it's our theme song, we're going to do a review. We're going to drink a bunch of Irish whiskey and we're going to do a review of the movie. So stay tuned for that. This movie looks fucking awful. It looks so goddamn bad. It looks so bad. The thing is, we can't actually show the movie on YouTube, right? So we're going to have to just do reactions to it and talk about it. But it should be a lot of fun. We're going to drink a bunch of whiskey. We're going to watch this awful looking movie. They've got Christopher Walken doing an Irish accent, and he sounds like he's only half committing to it. Like every once in a while, his just regular Christopher Walken comes out. It's going to be so bad. And I'm super, super excited to get into that. So that should be a lot of fun. But right now, we got to get into some swill. So let me remind you who our finalists are. First up, from our first thing, we have the Dirty Diaper blend. This was from our first Swillmageddon video. This is the Dirty Diaper blend put together from Jay from Bourbon and a Baby. If you're not already following Bourbon and a Baby here on YouTube, go take care of that. Go check them out. He's good people. Very cute little boy. So the Dirty Diaper blend is contender number one. We also have from the Shelf Turds, this is Kira's Mageddon on My Nerves. So this is from the Shelf Turds. If you're not following them, they are one of the quickest growing whiskey tube channels, I think, ever, but also right now for sure. So make sure you go subscribe to them right quick. And then from Mr. Brandon Knight, we have the Tipsy Nipple. This is the Tipsy Nipple Swill Blend. The Tipsy Nipple, I've always joked, is my, if I ever open a bar, it's going to be called the Tipsy Nipple. And then number 4, and I think this is probably the best name out of anything we've had, is the Nasty Van Stinkle, Shitters Full. This is from DC. So that is also super awesome. Great label on this. I think that's very, very well done. Hey, Bourbon Bites is here. Speaking of people that you ought to be following on YouTube, go subscribe to him. Go subscribe to all the channels who show up here tonight. Just do it. Just do it. I mean, it doesn't hurt you any. And then I think, oh, hey, one of the Ardolinos is here. Hey, Jen, how you doing? Good to see you. I don't know, Cohen, if you go watch the trailer, it's really bad. It's really bad. I mean, it's hilariously bad. And actually, Jamie Dornan's from the north of Ireland, so he ought to be able to do it well. But they've got him trying to do like a Connacht accent. I don't know if he's trying to do a Connacht accent or a Munster accent, and he sounds like, he doesn't sound as bad as Christopher Walken, but he sounds ridiculous. All right, so let's get into this. I have all of the blends here. This room smells awful right now. Erica poured these, and she told me, like, one of these smells terrible, and I was like, they should all smell terrible. But Apparently one of these in particular smells the worst. Oh, yeah. Hey, go subscribe to Kilco. Let's get him over 200 subs. We've got 45 people in the chat right now. Everybody, open another window or go over on your phone, whatever you got to do. Go over and subscribe to Kilco right now. Let's get him over 200. Quick. Can we do it? Wait, let's see. What's Kilco at? What's Kilco at? I'm going to look it up. Kilco's at 197. Okay. The stream does not continue until Kilco is above 200 subs. All right? I'm going to be watching, all right? Get Kilco up over 200 and then we can continue the night. Come on, people. Let's get to work. Let's get to work. All right, with 198, 200. There we go. Thank you, everybody. That's awesome. Thank you, everybody, for helping out with that. Keep going. Don't stop on my account. Like, go help them out some more if you can. Or go subscribe if you haven't, because we all ought to be helping everybody out. Can we put up a link? And somebody, do we have a, what do you call it? A wrench in right now? Because I think that would be nice to help him out with that. If someone's available. Anyway, let's keep moving on. Hey, yeah, good evening, my dude. Thank you for stopping by, AJ Lopez, breaking the seal, doing a first super chat in Huelga even. That's fantastic. Giaguich, ¿cómo está tú? All right, let's get into this. So I'm going to just do these 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know which one is which, so let's just get into it. Oh, hey, Jermaine Compton's here. Good to see you, buddy. All right. The nice thing is we've had a couple weeks where I had a chance to forget what each of these smelled like. Okay, this one, number 1, right off the bat, is like a rotten sesame seed bun. Yeah, I'm getting like a really like it's not just stale sesame seed bun, like it's stale, but it's also getting moldy around the edges. Like it's getting soggy and moldy around the edges. But there's also, you know what else it is? It's that piney kind of stink that you get from like certain cleaners. Yeah, like it's, see, when I talk about young whiskey, sometimes it tastes like yewy, right? It tastes like a yew branch. This has blown past yew branch and gotten into like, this is like pine, like one of those pine scented air fresheners that you put in a car, right? But mixed with like, yeah, rotting bread and rotting meat. It's got like a weirdly savory thing, but the savoriness is actually like rotten. Like this isn't, and it's not just like rancio. It's like straight up, this has gone from like rancid to straight up like wet. Something died and it's wet. It's wet, dead things. Ugh. Wow. Oh yeah, you estimated. To be fair, you did have a funky one. Unfortunately, not quite as funky as a lot of these other ones. Let's see what else we going on. Oh, ritual seppuku. Yeah, a little bit. Turpentine. Yeah, that's a good call. There is definitely a turpentine-y aspect to this. There's a mineral spiritsy aspect to this. Yeah, what is everyone else? What is everyone else drinking? Oh, oh no. Oh, that's bad. The initial taste on that. The initial taste on this one is like it reminds me of like a sherried whiskey. When a sherried whiskey is very sulfury, right? Sometimes sherried whiskey has this a really sulfury aroma, like rotten eggs almost. Oh, EHT small batch, nice. Ooh, and the a single barrel Knob Creek Rye. That's nice. Yeah, this is awful. It starts out with like sherried sulfury, and I was like, oh, that's not so bad. That's not so bad. I can drink that. But then the finish has that super stale bun mixed with like, it's like somehow cloyingly sweet, but also like bitter at the same time. It's got this weird bitter medicinal aftertaste, but is also cloyingly sweet. You don't think that would work, but it does. It really does. Eric Parnham on the Joe Mag. I really like Joe Mag. I like Joe Mag a lot. I like Murray Hill. I don't know if people have had the Murray Hill, but that's actually, I think that stuff's fantastic. I also grew up on Murray Hill, so that's fun. You know what this smells like? This smells like if you poured turpentine into black tea. That's what it is. Yeah, if you poured mineral spirits into black tea. And also like fake fruit. Oh yeah, like that really fakey aspartame fruit flavor. That one's not good. I will say though, considering that all of these have like, all of these are going to be pretty bad, right? This may be a battle of inches. Like, so this one wasn't too bad on the opening taste. It got way worse on the finish. If something else is way worse overall, it may win out, right? This is gonna be a very close battle, I think. Hey, Dustin's in. He's saying he thinks Magnus is 2 times better than what people think Pappy 23 is. I don't think I've ever have I had Pappy 23? I've had 15 and 20. I can't imagine 23 was all that much better. I would probably agree with you. I'd probably take Joseph Magnus over Pappy, just because it's more interesting. There is a tea finished whiskey out there. Yeah, I think actually someone included that in one of their blends. But it's a rye, so I really like rye. I was going to say this is more like, this right here is like just a black tea. I'm not big on teas, but like just super dark black tea. Will Henderson's throwing me $5 to say that he's not sure why I have a reference for all these bad notes. I have worked a lot of weird jobs that have exposed me to a lot of bad smells. I worked in a Euros restaurant where the lard buildup, the grease buildup would get just absolutely rotten. So I think I know that smell. I worked in a factory where we would just wash our hands with mineral spirits at the end of the day. Probably not healthy. So I know that smell. Yeah. I've had some weird weird jobs. I worked at a zoo for a while. I worked at a zoo cleaning up behind the scenes. So you can imagine there's a lot of smells there. Yeah. All right. So we got that one down. Let's do number 2. I'm going to do these. I'm going to come through, do an initial tasting and sniffing. Then we're going to come back afterwards to decide the winner. So we'll come through, taste all of them, get some notes, and then we'll come back and re-drink to decide the winners. Yes, Nick Lovin. I did make sure this time. All right, here we go. Okay, here we go. Number 2 is that straight up. I mean, you know, I was talking about like that pine needly thing. This one is not even pine needly. This one's that straight up like a green yew branch smell. Super young. Yeah, just super young smelling. Like I think the youngest smelling whiskey, like just the most raw yew smell I've ever had was who was it? It was a New York distillery. They made a corn whiskey. Hudson Bay, I think is what it is. Hudson Bay corn whiskey. That was the most fucking young smelling, just like over the top, like just burst of green that you've ever had. And I understand like some people when they drink like an IPA, they really love that like spruce taste, or like there's that gin taste, like that pine needly taste. I don't think that's what you get with young whiskey. Like I think it's literally just like mashing your face into like a sappy, like recently cut branch, like just mashing it up in there. Oh, I do have some PBR whiskey floating around here. Yeah, 5 seconds old. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get a taste of this because I can't really get much other than that really young stink. Oh, Hudson Baby Bourbon. Yeah, I've heard that one's bad. I've heard that one's really bad. I don't know myself, but judging by their corn whiskey, I would believe it. I've had like new make. I've had plenty of new make that tasted good. That was either distilled to be a little bit smoother, a little bit easygoing, or had some more character to it. The Hudson unaged whiskey, just straight up young funk. Straight up young funk. I couldn't deal with it. Oh, I thought I was good on this one. I was able to hold it for a minute. Damn. That that goes from that really young, so it starts out exactly like I thought it was gonna to. Young whiskey taste, just that super yew branch, green sappy funk. Then when you get it down into your gullet, it turns into fucking like dirt and rotten leaves. Like this, I'm wondering, could this be a super young rye whiskey maybe? Like maybe there's some super young rye whiskey. Because I'm like, sometimes like rye, like I love young rye, but if you don't at least temper that rye a little bit, it comes off like rotten garden waste, like grass clippings and fucking like leaves. Like, you know, when you rake all your leaves together, right? And then the bottom part of the leaf pile gets soggy because it rains and there's runoff and blah, blah, blah. And that smell is what it tastes like rotting, wet leaves. Ah. Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like that one bit. That comes off super. It's like hot too. I don't think it's that high in alcohol. I can't imagine this is that high in alcohol, but it comes off as fucking hot as shit, man. Damn. Blackfly says, saw Hudson Bay today. Remembered your tasting notes. I'm glad I'm doing some good in the world then. Jen Ardolino, I would actually, Balcones pot still would probably be great with that. We had Balcones pot still and waffles the other day. Erica made waffles and we had Balcones with it. Super good. I think that stuff really, really goes with the sweet stuff. All right, my chest is already burning. That's a good sign. Like that, I'm getting acid reflux. So, all right. I don't know if I need to do any more work on 2. I think we've established what that character is. That's just not great. Let's check out 3. I'm going to get some water real quick. Oh. All right. Ooh, goddamn. People, I gotta say, of these 4 blends, people have found very different ways to be bad, right? We had Rotten, we had Young Funk, and now we got something that it smells like. Now, you guys know I don't like sweet whiskeys, right? I really don't like sweet whiskeys. So part of something that can set me off with a whiskey is if it has a lot of like added sugar, like a flavored whiskey where they add a lot of sugar to it. That really messes me up. That's part of the reason I hate Jim Beam vanilla. I despise Jim Beam vanilla so much. Oh, but this is like, this comes off with a really fakey sweet kind of smell, like an artificial flavoring, an artificial apple. Yeah, artificial apple. But there's something else. There's something else there. Because if it was just that artificial apple, I don't think this would be that bad. There's something weird. I might have to taste this to get an idea. Okay. That's fucky. That tastes like an artificial, that tastes like that artificial apple mixed with like enchilada sauce. Like a bright red spicy enchilada sauce. Like it tastes like like Tabasco mixed with pickles mixed with apple. Yeah. Oh, that's not good. I'm not having quite as visceral reaction to this one as much. It managed to. Oh, the finish on these is always the worst, I gotta say. Black Fly, thank you so much, my dude. $5, building up the nasty. That's awesome. Yeah, people are guessing Dickel Tabasco. That could be what this is. That could be what this is. That has the hallmarks of that. It has that really funky, yeah, kind of Tabasco-y bitiness. I don't see. Here's the thing. I don't hate Tabasco. I prefer. What's the one I prefer? I can't think of it off the top of my head. That's shameful. Oh my God! It's the Southwest Mexican style one. Oh, I can't even think of it. I'm making myself. I'm gonna make myself crazy if I can't think about this. I think it starts with a V. Why can't I think of it? All right, that's okay. Frank's Red Hot. That was my old man's favorite. That's what my old man always ate. Valentina! Thank you. God damn. Yeah, it's funny because before I started dating Erica, I never really ate things with hot sauce. But Erica cooks so hot. She makes it so spicy. I got used to it pretty quickly. And I started eating up all her Valentina. She actually, called up her friends and was like, he is eating all my goddamn hot sauce. Yeah, Cholula is good too. I do there we go. Cholula is good too. I do like Cholula. But yeah, Valentina is where it's at for me. All right. Yeah. Okay. I feel like whoever made this one took a bunch of very, very incongruous flavored whiskeys and mixed them all together. Because I'm getting pepper, I'm getting apple, I'm getting fucking just, I don't even know what the hell else. I'm getting a bunch of weird flavors, and I'm guessing some sugary stuff in here too. I think this has added sugar. I can't be 100% on that one, but I'm thinking this is a bunch of different crazy flavored whiskeys all mixed together. Apple, pepper, just a bunch of other stuff. It ends up tasting like dirt, honestly. Sawyer Fam, Cincy. Hey, Goromagut. Thank you, my dude. That's awesome. Thank you. I think, Sawyer, did you have one in too? I thought you had one too. If I remember correctly, you had one, didn't you? I don't remember. It's okay. But thank you so much. That's awesome. Thank you so much. All right. So I really don't like this one. I really don't like this one. I'm not sure it's as bad as the first two, though. We're going to have to come back to that. We're going to have to come back to it. Number 4. Let's get into number 4. Oh, Sawyer, no? You didn't have one? Oh, dang. Sorry about that. Pasty bastard, I guess would be Fear Banderga. Fear Banderga would be the closest thing I could think of. Which literally means would be pink man. Fear Banderga. Fun fact about that too. The way you say the devil in Guelga is Ferdu. So literally black man, which sounds racist, I know, and it is kind of racist, but that was before they realized actual black people existed. So the term for a black person, a person of African race, is a black man would be Fergorum, which literally is blue man. So Fergorum, blue man, because Ferdu means the devil. Because, yeah. Because Guelga is a very, very silly fucking language. You couldn't find a good translator online to call me that. That's fair. All right, let's get into number 4. All right. I don't know about this one, you guys. I don't want to drink this. I'm having trouble putting to words what is so bad about this one. But it makes me feel sick to my stomach. Give it a swirl, says Sawyer. All right, give it a little swirl. Yeah, there is something like the notes on this. It smells grainy. It smells like old grain. It smells stale. It doesn't smell good. But there is something I can't put my finger on that is just really unpleasant. It's like that mineral spirits notes again, but it's not as like straight up turpentine-y as number 1 was. Number 1 was more like that straight up turpentine. This is more like chemically, but in like a rotting fruit kind of way. Yeah, like rotting fruit and rotting grain. Just farm products left to rot on the shelf. All right, let's get a taste. Gotta do it. Here we go. Okay. That's not good. The weird thing about that one is the finish is actually way more palatable on 3 than the other ones. The other ones, the initial taste was very good, or not very good. It was good. It was decent. And then the finish was the part that was really bad. This one's the opposite. This one is really bad on the nose and really bad on the taste, but then the finish actually evens out a little bit. So yeah. Yeah, you know it's a nasty concoction when the smell triggers your fight or flight instincts. Yeah. The fire got him. Yeah. It can't be wildebeest droppings. It sounded like Ed would recognize that taste from the zoo. Yeah. Like a baby's diaper filled with chutney. You know, that's actually not far off. This does have that, like, what is it? Acetic acid? Is that what it's called? I don't actually remember. I'm sure Sugar Katie knows. But that smell of, like, baby sick or baby poops, like, what is that? I'm sure Sugar Katie can tell me. But yeah, that's actually not far off. It kind of smells like a baby's, like, baby sick, or like baby poops when it's all just milk. It's all that just milk. Like they can't even really make proper poops. Yeah. Oh, acetic acid is vinegar. Okay. I don't know which one is the one where it's it's got real chunks of Panther. Yeah. 160% of the time it works every time. Yeah, vinegar's acetic acid. I'm not sure what I'm thinking of, but yeah, it's like rancid milk. It's like yeah, mustard poop. Yeah, there you go. All right. Yeah, so we got mustard poop over on the right side. Mustard poop and rotting fruit. Yeah, actually, that's actually a really good call. I was Cheech. Mustard poop. That's perfect. That is exactly what this is. Mustard poop. Oh, there we go. Butyric acid is vomit. I think it's a little bit of both. I think it's a little vomity and a little poopy. Yeah, that's definitely, bile. That's what this is. Oh man, that's definitely what this is. Okay, so number 4, mustard poop and bile. Number 3, pepper enchilada, apple flavored craziness. 2 was just straight up super young, green U, sappy, dirty, rotten leaves. Number 1, rotten sesame seed bun, rotting food, like sulfury, stinky egg. So that's kind of where we're at with these. Let's go back and start getting rid of these. Meconium is the black poop in the early days of a baby's life. See, if you didn't come and watch this stream and read Will Henderson's comment, you might have never known that about the special poops. I have not seen the gin made from the elephant dung. That is something I'll have to look into. They actually like distilled elephant dung? That's crazy. All right. All right, let's come back. Let's go through these. Let's figure out where we're at. All right. One's pretty bad. One's pretty bad. Two's also bad. This is gonna be a hard choice, you guys. I feel like all of these are so bad. Like it's gonna be hard to choose between them. Yep. Okay. All right. Right now, I'm thinking that it's okay. I'm going to say number 1, I think, is out of contention right now. Number 1 doesn't make me feel quite as pukey as the rest of them. Well, it is rotten, nasty, weird. I gotta say it's not quite as bad, like puke-inducing, as the rest of them. So I think 1 may be out of contention. That leaves 2 through 4. I just remembered the black stuff scared me. Yeah, I would imagine so. Like, why is concentrated evil leaking out of my baby? Oh, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be really tough, you guys. I do get to find out right after this. I have the notes for what everything is over here where I can't see them. So they're right over here. Okay. I think 3 is out. Number 3, sour apple. What's it called? The sour apple pepper. I think that's going to be out. But which one's going to come in third place? That's the question. Third place doesn't get anything. Third place just gets bragging rights. So. All right, on the nose, number 1's definitely worse than number 3. But on the taste, nope, on the taste, number 1's still worse than number 3. So unfortunately, number 3 has to be in 4th place. Number 1 is going to be in 3rd place. I'm not going to reveal them yet because that might tell me which one's which of the last 2. So we're not going to reveal them yet. Aaron Hardiman. These are judged based on how bad they are. Oops, there we go. Aaron Hardiman. So if you placed 4th, your whiskey was actually more palatable than number 3. Number 3 was worse. So they are winning more so. I know it's confusing. All right. And then, so this is 2. This is 4. Oh, I think one last sip. Clear the palate. One last sip. This will decide it. So that's mustard poop. This is Yui. You know what, you guys? The taste on these is very, very close. I think young Yui was a little bit worse. However, based on the smell, just activating my puke reflex, number 4 is our Swillmageddon champion. Let's find out what everything is. So, starting with 4th place, our 4th worst whiskey of the inaugural Swillmageddon. It is Nasty Van Stinkle. All right, very well done. Bad whiskey for sure, but not quite as bad as the others. Let's find out what was in your blend. So this is Mr. DC. DC coming in 4th place. Let's find out what was in here. All right. DC's Nasty Van Stinkle blend was 60% Clayton James Tennessee whiskey, 15% George Dickel Tabasco, good choice, 10% George Dickel number 1, 10% Tullamore Dew Irish whiskey, 5% Jim Beam Apple, with percentages estimated. That was a bad one. Guys, this was a hard choice. Everyone definitely made really bad blends. So, yeah. Man, I didn't get that Dickel so much. I would have thought I would have gotten more of that Dickel. But I definitely feel like I got a lot of rotting, weird, savory notes. So, that's a good one. All right. Next one. Number 3, 3rd place, who doesn't get a prize but gets bragging rights because at least they're not 4th place. Sorry, DC. Was Bourbon and a Baby. Right here. Dirty Diaper blend coming in 3rd place. All right. What was in the Dirty Diaper blend? Oh, I got to open this up. Here we go. Dirty Diaper blend. Oh, wow, there's a lot going on here. So this blend was made from the worst tasting stuff I could find at home or at the bar I work at. Here they are. This is quite a bit he put into this blend. Cold Cock, the herbal flavored whiskey. Clan McGregor, Rogue Dead Guy whiskey. Hotel Tango whiskey, aged 1 year and 4 months. Pierce Lyons, Dickel 8, The Quiet Man 8-year-old, Red River Texas Bourbon finished in Pinot Noir casks, Suntory Toki, Crown Royal Texas Mesquite, that's an interesting one, Ohio Red Maple Bourbon from Red Eagle Distillery, Old St. Pete Straight Corn Whiskey, and Old Major Bacon Flavored Bourbon. Wow, that is a hell of a blend, man. That is a hell of a blend. There's a lot in there. Some of these things I like. Some of these things I haven't tried. Some of these things I know are pretty disgusting. So the fact that you were able to take all of these and make a pretty sickening blend, that is some dedication, my dude. That is good work. I appreciate that. Well done. Well done. All right. Number 3, third place. And this will be the winner of a Rot Gut Review t-shirt in your choice of size. Whoever wins this, you got to get a hold of me on my email, therotgutreview@gmail.com, to collect your prize. Here we go. It is TPN. Which one was TPN? Oh, Tipsy! The Tipsy Nipple blend! Oh, shit, Brandon Knight! Brandon Knight coming in second. So you know what that means. Number 1 has to be the Kira blend, Swillmageddon. So second place goes to Tipsy Nipple with Brandon Knight. First place and the winner of the Swillmageddon belt goes to the Swillmageddon blend, Shelf Turds. Well done. Wow, that's awesome. That's awesome. So Shelf Turds won this out. When I first had the Swillmageddon blend, I thought it was bad. I definitely thought it was bad. I definitely thought that Bourbon and a Baby was going to beat it, though. But that's why we did this blind. That's why we did this blind. To make sure that I couldn't be influenced one way or the other. So there you go. Let's find out what was in these blends right quick. So Tipsy Nipple from Brandon was, looks like the Honeyo Falls Distillery's Red Saw Rye, Grand Traverse Distillery Old George Rye, 78 milliliters for Red Saw, 22 milliliters for Old George, and Kirkland's Signature Blended Scotch. And he says he hopes it tastes like shit. It sure did. It was bad. Yeah, that makes sense, though. Because what was that? Number 2, super young rotten leaves. Super young, Yui tasting rotten leaves. Perfect, man. That was exactly on point. Well done, my dude. So yes, you get a Rocket Review t-shirt. Email me. It's in the About section on the YouTube page. So get on that. What happened to... Is this the Shelf Turds envelope? I hope it is, because otherwise I don't know what happened to it. All right, here we go. Yeah, so this is David's submission. So Kira's submission unfortunately didn't make it to the finals, but David's did. So Kira's Mageddon on my nerves. He's got a paragraph about this. This timeless blend of classics is sure to provide a memorable experience. The blend begins with a power pour of Johnny Smoking Gun Badland whiskey, 87 proof, and brings with it notes of Axe body spray and ass. Lauder's blended scotch, I have never heard of that, 80 proof, is added next and adds notes of warm, thoroughbred spunk. Four Freedoms blended whiskey, 80 proof, rounds out this submission with its hot mouthfeel and long menstrual cramps type finish. Enjoy neat or while sitting on a toilet. The long finish does not occur orally. Oh, man. That's fantastic. That is fantastic. Well done. Well done, everyone. I had a ton of fun with this. I hope you guys did too. Shelf Turds, make sure to get a hold of me on Facebook or on the email, preferably the email, so I can get an address and send you your title belt. It's going to take a minute because I have to have it custom engraved, but we've got a nice 18-inch black leather title belt with the silver shield. It's actually going to have a front face, and it's going to have 2 straps on the side, so I can put the design on both. It's going to be great. But it's going to take a little while to get that engraved, but we'll get that out to you. All right. Yes. We got to mix them all together before we're done for the night, because that is the Rot Gut tradition. And we're coming through with $5 from the Mash and Jum. Gorama Gut Sancha. Thank you. I am going to finish off the last of my little bits of bad whiskey here. Actually, this is not as bad smelling as the ones individually. So that's actually nice. It's really spicy, but it is less rotten. So there you go. Yeah, that's not good. It tastes like a rotting Pop-Tart. It tastes like a moldy old Pop-Tart. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming by. Before we leave, oh, well, I'm losing my wreath. I'm gonna do an old tradition we haven't done in a while. To finish this off, everyone, thank you for coming by. If you haven't liked the video, please do so on the way out. It really helps the channel. If you enjoy our content, please hit the subscribe button. We're doing daily advent calendars right now, which is just an excuse for Erica to fuck with me. And make sure to stay healthy, to stay safe. I'm doing a pull of chicken cock. This is an old tradition we haven't done in a minute. And until next time, stay rotten.